Pete Rose finally getting his due, going into the Reds Hall of Fame this weekend. Satin, I'm sure you got a lot to say about Pete. What do you got to say? He's always polarizing is the word I was looking for.
Yeah.
Polarizing Pete.
He's just one of these guys. I mean, you just have to say Pete. I mean, the hit king, Ichiro coming in and just hearing about what he has to say about all that good stuff and how he's still the hit king. And he is. I mean, he's Cincinnati born, blood. I mean, West Side kid, they're even having a game for him this week as the Mustangs. I think that they're doing this whole kind of just amazing week leading up to him as a first step getting into the Reds Hall of Fame, and it's a beautiful thing. And I can't wait to see what he's wearing. He's got to be wearing something crazy Sunday.
Well, I think that whole stuff with Ichiro was just absolute garbage. I mean, you can't add hit totals from one league to another. If not, start adding up some of those Negro League stats for guys like Satchel Paige and some of those guys and see what their numbers look like. I mean, you can't, there's no way to draw an even comparison. So I think that whole stuff is nonsense. What's interesting to me about the Pete Rose thing is that they still haven't sold out that game on Saturday. And it shows you how bad that team is, that with the Pete Rose weekend, I'm sure they were counting on that whole weekend as being sellouts. And they're still trying to sell tickets for Saturday.
Can I ask, is it, for someone of my generation, I'm not that much younger than you, I'm sure, Mike, but someone that didn't grow up watching Pete Rose, it's kind of a disconnect from this current generation. And then you add in the other stuff that's transpired while he was playing, while he was managing, and afterward. Is it some people just kind of you vote with your pocketbook in this particular case? Is there a divide in the Pete Rose kind of legacy? Are some people just saying, I want to stay away from that? Do you get a feeling of that at all?
I mean, I think in Cincinnati, it's Pete Rose. I mean, it's 95% we love Pete Rose, right? The rest of the world, I think you're exactly right. I think people are like, on this hand, he's a degenerate gambler, but on this hand, you're never going to take away those hits. And I mean, he's got like shows that he's trying to do on TV that's flopped. He's sitting in Vegas doing autographs. But for me as a fan, that's legend. Now he becomes legend and myth, and it's just a circus you can't take your eyes off of.
I don't know. I guess I kind of wonder how much the average fan cares about things like so-and-so being inducted into the Team Hall of Fame. Right. And, there's not...
Some people probably assume he's already in the Team Hall of Fame.
Yeah. I mean, so, like, I think especially when there's been such a big deal about is he going into the Major League Baseball Hall of Fame or the Baseball Hall of Fame in Cooperstown? And when it's like, well, that's not happening, so this kind of secondary, lesser thing is happening. I think it's you put the big thing on the pedestal, and so when you kind of get, well, we'll put him in the Team Hall of Fame, people are like, oh well.
Yeah, but
I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong.
I'll argue that that's a first step. I mean, he's running out of options, you guys. So I feel like,
out of options.
I think it's his only step.
Yeah, but it is. It's a step to say, hey, I'm here. I was a part of the Big Red Machine. I am. This is all about him on the field, right? And it should be. But I feel like this is that first step that he's going. I think at some point he will be in the Hall of Fame. But I think he's probably going to be gone by then. Yeah. But I feel like this is a step in that direction.
I hate seeing that. I'm sorry to step on you. I hate seeing that when people were put into the Hall of Fame after they've passed away. What is the point of that honor if you are not alive to receive it? I hate that.
Like the third baseman from the Cubbies, man, up there.
Right, Ron Santo.
Ron Santo, come on. That was tragic.
Yeah, I don't think that Pete Rose will ever get it.
I agree with that. And I think he should be in the Hall of Fame.
I agree, but
I don't think he'll ever be in.
But the other thing is, too, just to think about is there are going to be 20 guys from the Big Red Machine there this weekend. And we keep having these celebrations where they're all back in town. They're getting up there in age. There's not going to be too many more times
to see these guys.
We're going to be able to see the Great Eight and that many guys from the Big Red Machine team in one place.